Hello, this is Random Palk, and today we're reviewing Rambo for the NES. A lot of people know that you have choices in the dialogue in this game and that they mean nothing. One thing you could say about this game is it does have really good graphics, even though that looks nothing like Rambo. The game itself could be either short or long, depending on if you know what the hell you're doing. Because it's very hard to figure out where you're supposed to go, for one thing. But the graphics are halfway decent. Can't complain about the graphics too much because it's, you know, still early NES period. As you can see, you get a variety of weapons. So as you go through the game, you acquire all sorts of different weapons, even though a lot of them are pretty much the same. Like the bow, the arrow, the gun, they're all pretty much the same. I did go to the hangar. It's been so long since I played the game, I'm still trying to figure out what I was supposed to do at the very start. There we go. Yeah, they do follow the movie fairly thoroughly. Because they do cover most of the key moments from the movie. And that can sometimes hinder the fun of the gameplay. Yeah, like I said, it has really good graphics for NES. And the music, not super great, but the music is memorable. And even though it talks about a map, there really is no map. And your attacks could be slightly delayed, so you gotta be a little bit careful on how you choose to. And if you switch to that, you pretty much have Zelda's Zap. So yeah, the first weapon you get is the throwing knife. And yeah, you have an XP bar that's used to build up your knife. The higher your XP, you know, you gain levels for your knife. Alright, can't go that way. But yeah, even though the music ain't great, it's memorable. I mean, it's catchy. And many people know it has a really good resemblance to Zelda 2. Because I think this game was technically rushed. Oh yeah, you gotta get Ko before you can go here. So I gotta find Ko before I go there. That's where you get the ship. this game does have a lot, a lot of similarities to Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. Oh, wait. Maybe that is where I'm supposed to go. I don't know, it's been so long since I played this game, I have no idea where the hell to go with it. Man. So you start with 5 medicines, what you use to heal when you're low on health. I don't remember how to use them. Oh. Just like that, apparently. See, how does that take me back here? And there's no way to warp back to that spot. Yeah, that's the biggest problem with this game, is it's such a big maze of what to fucking figure out to do. If it wasn't for that, this game would have probably had a lot better reception. But, the whole maze-like atmosphere to the game of like, where the fuck am I supposed to go kind of shit. I gotta go this way. So this way I have to go. Alright. Yeah, you pretty much just have to run around until you memorize the location, and then you know where you're supposed to go from that. And there are some parts in the game where you have to backtrack to move forward, which is also a pain in the ass. But, look at snakes dropping out of trees and... Now that we talked to her, we can go to the boat. Once you figure out where to go, like I said, this game could be fairly quick once you know where to go. But it takes a long time to figure out exactly where you have to go. And then there are parts like this where you pretty much just talk to people and nothing really happens. I think at this point we just go this way. Yeah. Yeah, now we moved on to the next segment. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole game, is figuring out where you have to go. And of course there are some bosses along the way, and the last boss can be a real pain in the ass, because you can only hit them with certain things like grenades. But yeah, to progress you have to progress to certain parts of the story to unlock certain things. And overall, it's not a horrible game. It's just really convoluted on where the fuck to go. And you can see the only difference between the arrow and the knife is the arrow shoots a little bit farther. Maybe it's stronger. So yeah, you gotta sometimes backtrack just to make sure you're not going in circles, because man, that's also one of the biggest issues. Is every time you get hit when you fall through platforms. I mean, this game has a lot of flaws in it. Yeah, this game has a lot of flaws, but it's not a terrible game, but it is challenging as hell because of the flaws. Ooh, that was close. Anyway, you just kind of run around aimlessly until you finally figure out where you're supposed to go. And, like, that can be tricky to do. Especially if you have no idea where the hell you're going to begin with. I haven't played this game in forever, so my knowledge on where to go is pretty much zero. I was pretty lucky to find Co and do all that boat stuff immediately, because my memory on this game is practically zero. And of course there's this part where it's very hard to stay across that bridge, and then later on it's even worse. But there is a code you can enter that will take you to pretty much the end of the game. I don't remember what that code is, otherwise I'd share it. But yeah, I do not recall what the code is, but there's a code you can enter that you can get in game, or that you can find. Alright, now we're in the next area. Was the ninja karate fighter soldiers. Yeah, you can see his ranged weapons are way weaker. Well, yeah, that's basically this game. Good game overall. Not super great. At least you get continues. And there are checkpoints. So at least there are continues and checkpoints. I mean, it's actually a solid game. It's just figuring out how to progress. That's the main difficulty of this game. But other than that, it's actually a fun game. I've beaten it before, but that was a long, long time ago. As I said, I don't remember jack shit about this game, so knowing where to go is pretty much just lucky guesses at the moment. I'd have to play through this game multiple times to remember everything, but actually a good game. I would play through it again if I had the time right now, but anyway, an NES game worth checking out. Decent music, graphics are okay. But anyway, if you like my videos, please follow and subscribe. But there's not much else to say about this one unless I do a complete playthrough of it, which I may consider doing later on. So until next time, y'all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.